So guys, in this tutorial we will learn that how can we create a functionality of showing new chats in chatted application on the top of the you can say chat screen. Okay, so like WhatsApp, that whenever you receive a new message, so that user appears on the top of the chat list. Okay, so very first of all you have to do is you have to open the message activity in this project. Okay, and with message activity you also have to open the list vh class, which is a view holder class, and here it is. After this you have to simply come here, and very first of all I'll show you the reference where we are storing the recent chat list. Okay, so now you can see here that we have this s chat list. Okay, and we are passing suid and r chat list, and here we are passing ruid. Fine. And then after that you have to come inside this method, which is send btn.setOnClickListener. And first of all you have to create a method which is delete old chat reference. Fine. And then inside that method what you have to do, here you can see that we have the code for that method. So you just have to simply write query schat order by child uid equals to receiver uid query add value event listener, and we will simply remove that value. Fine. So this was the query number one for schat list. Same thing we will do with the r chat list. Okay, so you have to run this query number two. The procedure is quite simple. You can pause the video and you can write down the codes. Okay, so this was the complete code inside this delete old chat reference. Now come back inside this send btn code, and here you can see that we are storing values for chat list reference. Okay, so guys, instead of passing receiver user id or sender user id as a second parameter in database, we will create a random key. Fine. Like here you can see that we have this string key chats as chat list push dot get key. Okay, and the same procedure we are doing for the receiver list model as well, r chat list push dot get key, and then you have to use a handler for delaying the execution for by 1 second. So simply create this handler and write this two line of code. Okay, and simply delay it by 1000, I mean 1 second. So this was a process that you have to do. Fine. So after writing this part of code, whenever you will send a message to some user, so the if you have sent latest message, so it will go on the top. If you have received a new message, it will go on the top. Okay, now after that you have to open the list vh part because it is also important, and fragment one also. And inside this fragment one, here you can see that inside this on start we are simply fetching the data. Fine. And here you have to create a method which is holder update online. Fine. Simply open list vh, and you know guys, here inside this update scene method you have to do minor changes. So very first of all write down these two lines of code for reference. Okay, then create this hash map for updating list item value, and another map for updating messages. Okay, so now first of all we will do a very simple validation. Firebase database get instance get reference message child suid add value event listener. Inside this if snapshot dot hash child receiver uid, it means that user have already talked. Okay, and they have some conversation between them, so we are just validating that thing here. And then after that we have to run queries. Like first of all we will update the messages that we have seen it. Okay, and the process is quite simple. You have to again create a query receiver reference suid equals to ruid. Fine. And then simply write this part of code, so it will simply update the snapshot get reference update and pass map here. Fine. You can pause the video, write down the code. Nothing is very complicated, everything is super simple. Okay, now here comes the query number two. You can see the part of query one. Okay, now in the query number two we will update the receiver chat list. Okay, by hash map. So simply you have to do query one receiver chat list order by child uid equals to sender uid, and simply we will do the same thing. Okay, snapshot get reference update children hash map. Okay, so it will simply update the scene value inside list. It will simply update the scene status inside the r chat list reference. Okay, now after that you also have to create another method which is update online. So in this method basically what we are doing, let's say for example if you have sent a message to a user, and that user is offline. So you will see the message is only sent, not delivered, not read. Fine. Now if the user becomes online, so we have to make that message delivered, not read, only delivered, because now user is online. So the sender should see that my message is delivered to that receiver. Okay, so that functionality is we are implementing here. So first part is you have to write this line of code. It is basically a reference, you can see. Okay, and we are calling this method here inside this recycler view. Okay, inside this fragment one, which is on start, where we are fetching the chat list. Okay, here update user, and we are passing two parameters, receiver user id and current user id. Okay, and after that you have to again create a hash map, which is very simple part. Delivered, yes. Then simply create a query. Okay, our chat list order by child uid equals to current user id, and then simply add value event listener, and here we will simply update the hash map. So what it will do, whenever user will come online and you have sent some messages to them, so it will start showing as delivered. So this is the complete functionality that we are doing inside this method. Okay, so guys, I hope you like this tutorial, and please subscribe my channel. And if you want to see the complete playlist, and if you came first time to this video, you can visit and you can check out the complete playlist. And this project is super simple and very interesting project, where you can learn modern functionalities of chatting. And I have added almost every kind of feature that we should have in a chatting application. So if you want source code, you can simply visit my website rajansharma.com. Okay, PayPal is available, UPI is available for purchasing. 60 rupees for source code, 200 for zip file, 2000 for APK file, and then 4000 for uh, other features also we have. Right. So guys, if you like this tutorial, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and join membership if you want the source code. Okay, thank you for watching.